Hey guys, welcome back to Brick. My name is Nathaniel Family, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the LEGO Harry Potter Rise of Voldemort set from 2019. So this set comes with 4 minifigs, a little side build, and of course the graveyard, So we're going to take a look at the minifigs last, but we're going to take a look at the side build first. So this is of course the Triwizard Cup. So this set is from the Goblet of Fire, which is the 4th film and book, and this is the Triwizard Cup, the trophy of the tournament, Triwizard Tournament. It's just a simple build, very simple. So now let's take a look at the main set, which is of course the graveyard. So let's start at the back and work our way forwards. So this is the grave of Tom Riddle. Well, not Voldemort, of course. Tom Riddle was also the name of Voldemort's father. And it's got a little, and this is just a minifig, really. So you can pull it off, and it comes with a little scythe and some wings at the back. And it is designed so that you can. So in the film, Harry does get trapped. Wormtail does trap Harry in this statue. Well, be trapped behind this scythe. So you can put Harry on that modified plate there, and then you can push the handle of the scythe over in front of him. So of course, if you've seen the movie or read the books, you know that Voldemort was resurrected from a cauldron. So you got little baby Voldemort, and then there's so you got little baby Voldemort, and then Harry Potter's blood, the bone of the father, so Tom Riddle's bone. Oops. I missed the cauldron there. And this is supposed to represent Peter Pettigrew's hand, which he had to sacrifice to raise Voldemort. So now, and then when you want to raise Voldemort from the dead, you may have noticed I flipped this gravestone up, and so you can flip it up and you can pop Voldemort on it, and he can come out from underneath the ground. Showing him, it's meant to show him coming out or being brought back from the dead. So then over here we have just a little gravestone with a vine coming off it, and then there's this gravestone as well, which shows the symbol of the Deathly Hallows on it. That is not the Illuminati, which many people think it is. At least at my school they do. So that can be. So that is kept on there. So that is designed to be removed. It's hard to put it back on one-handed. And there we go. Back on. And then also I'm just going to flip this back up. So you got a little foliage there and here, and then there's just a little. These are lime green, I think. Might not be. I could be wrong there. I probably am wrong, but there's what keeps this down. And then over here we have a little. This is supposed to be a gravestone as well, but with a frog on top and another vine. And these are held on with hinges. So that's what it looks like from the underside. And then if you spin it around, there's 2 clips holding on these bits of foliage. So what you can do is you can take a wand and clip it on, and then you can also take Wormtail's Peter Pettigrew's knife and clip it on there as well. So that's it for the main build. So let's now take a look at the minifigs. So this doesn't technically count as a minifig, but I thought I'd just show it off in a bit more detail. It's got the white of Voldemort's face printed on there. Let's try and shine the light on there. It's not focusing. Focus. Focus. Thank you. There you go. And then it's just a single. And it's just a single molded piece with a single stud on the back. And I thought maybe next up we could go in and have a look at the fully revived version of the same character. This, of course, is Voldemort. Put him on here. So here's the big smiley face, because he's happy he's just been resurrected. He's happy that he's been resurrected. So, and of course, it's because he's got no hairpiece. He's only got the one. He's only got the one face, and then he's got green printing and green white printing on there to represent seams in his skin. And there's printing on the back as well. And then he has the white wand, which of course can be held upright like that and out forward like that. Very useful for doing wizard duels, I should say. Next we have Harry in the Tri-Wizard tournament robes. Of course, he's got his wand as well. He's got the Gryffindor colours and the Hogwarts crest, and the printing, and of course, and then there's it says Potter with a single star on the back. And then he's got the medium-sized legs, so they can move, and he can just have the ability to sit down. So that's this first face. Just barely see the scar there. And then the second face, which is more concerned. Just after, obviously, Cedric must have just died. So here we have Peter Pettigrew, aka Wormtail. So he's actually this is my favourite figure out of this set, mainly because it's all got all the printing on there. He's got a single knife and of course his wand. And this is the grey hand does represent the magic one that Voldemort replaced that hand with, because after Wormtail cut it off to resurrect Voldemort. And then the printing and the printing of the suit continues onto the back. A very ratty face, as we already know he can turn into a rat. And then there's a bit more frightened face there on the back. And then finally we just have this figure. It's just a Death Eater. No Death Eater in particular. Probably not Lucius Malfoy, because it doesn't show any hair sticking down the back. And I believe this hood piece was new for this figure. I'm not sure about that, but I believe it was. If you know otherwise, be sure to comment down below. We got there's a black wand. I especially like the printing on the face, and because this is just a generic Death Eater, you can just get bunches of these and build a whole Death Eater army. And of course, this is a fairly inexpensive set, so it's easy to get a bunch of these. Do you see the red of Harry's torso? So if the subscribe button on your device is red, be sure to make it grey and enable those notifications if you can. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And goodbye for now.